meine Schülerinnen und Schülerinnen. So, noch einmal treffen wir uns via Online-Session. Heute lernen wir Literatur. Wir haben nie Literatur in dieser Klasse gelernt. So, heute, das ist ein neuer Unterricht für uns, das ist Literatur. Deutsche Literatur ist sehr interessant und jetzt für A-Level-Prüfung, Sie haben Gedichte und viele Gedichte, 2 Filme und so weiter. So, heute lernen wir ein schönes Gedicht. So, dieses Gedicht heißt, was heißt dieses Gedicht? Das ist Loreley, die Loreley. Das ist ein schönes Gedicht. So, hello children. So nice to meet you again. We are the online session of grade 12 students in St. Peter's College, Colombo Ligam branch. So we are going to learn new lesson, new thing. All this time we were learning the language, grammar. So today we are going to start this lesson with literature. So you have literature, you have for your A-level exam, you have literature, and you have poems, short stories, films. So we have to learn all this very thoroughly, and then you have the second part of your paper, A-level paper, section B. You are getting this literature questions. So today is the first day we are going to start this literature part for your A-level. So I hope you will enjoy learning literature, German literature, not like the language, the grammar, same as the grammar. So what is the poem that we are going to learn the first day? It is die Loreley, das ist ein schönes Gedicht, sehr liebes Gedicht. This is a beautiful poem written by Heinrich Heine. The poet, the name of this poet is Heinrich Heine. Right, so we'll see what is there. Okay, here. Here is my Bild. Where is da in diesem Bild? Wer sitzt da? Hier gibt es ein Berg. This is a bird we call a mountain. So, hier sitzt eine schöne Jungfrau. There sits a beautiful girl, maid. So, she has a beautiful golden hair. Sie hat ein schönes goldene Haare. Und sie ist sehr schön. Was noch ist da in diesem Bild? What else can you see in this picture? The Sonnenschein. Here is the Sonnenschein. That is the sunshine. This is the Abendsonnenschein, twilight. The evening sunshine. This is the evening sunshine. Und es gibt ein Schiff. Here is ein Schiff. Kleines Schiff. A small boat, we can say. And here is, what is this river? Es ist ein Fluss. Welcher Fluss ist das? Das ist der Fluss Rhein. This is the river Rhine in German. Okay, so the name of this beautiful poem is Loreley. Loreley is this girl. She is sitting on this mountain, we can say, or the rock, top of the rock, and then she is sitting there. The story is she is sitting there and singing a beautiful song. She has a very beautiful voice and she is singing a song. And we'll see what happens next in this poem. Okay, das ist noch eine Bild. This is another picture. Now, first you have to identify it. You have to look at the picture and see what is there in the picture. You have to know the birds first to how we call these things. This is die Jungfrau. We can name the girl Jungfrau. Und hat eine goldenes Haar. Sie hat ein goldenes Haar. Und dann, hier ist der Schiffer. Und das ist der Kahn. Und Abendsonnenschein im Hintergrund. Es gibt Abendsonnenschein. Und in der Mitte ist die Jungfrau. Die Jungfrau Loreley sitzt auf dem Gipfel und singt eine gewaltige Melodie. So this girl is sitting on here on this rock, top of the rock, and then she's singing a beautiful melody. So when we are learning this poem, first, before we go to the text or the poem, from the picture we can get an idea about this poem. So this is about a girl. From the name, we can say that it is about a girl. The girl is Loreley. And from the picture, we can say that girl is very beautiful and young. And she has a beautiful golden hair. And she is sitting there on the rock, top of the rock. And then she is singing beautiful song. We can't sing. She is singing, but it is there in the poem. Says that she is singing a beautiful poem. And then the background is das Himmel, the sky, und es ist Abend, Abendsonnenschein ist da, und hier ist der Flussrhein, the river Rhine, and then there comes a schiffer, a boatman, and this man, the one schaut oben, he is looking up at the girl. He is looking up at the girl. So that is the story what we can tell from this picture. Remember children, now for the exam, for the A-level exam, you might get to describe the picture. We call it Bilderbeschreibung. So, Sie manchmal, Sie bekommen eine Bilderbeschreibung. Dann, Sie sollen diese Bild auf Deutsch beschreiben. Sagen, was man kann da sehen. You have to explain, you have to describe what you can see in this picture. They just give you the picture and you have to explain. So, here sits eine schöne Jungfrau und Hintergrund ist das Himmel und am oben es ist ein Schiffer und der Fluss fließt und so weiter. Like that you can explain the river is flowing, the boatman is there looking up and the girl is sitting on the top of the rock and in the background the sunshine, like that. You can explain, you have to explain about 5-6 sentences, you have to explain about the picture. And then you have to recognize the period who has and the poet who has written this. The background of this poem. Also, you should know to tell. Right now, this is the river Rhine. So, in this poem, it's about the river Rhine. The poet says that the girl is sitting on a rock where the river Rhine is. So, River Rhine is in Germany, Deutschland. Das ist ein schönes Bild von River Rhine, Fluss Rhein. Here is Fluss Rhein. Fluss Rhein ist in Süddeutschland. Das fließt in Süddeutschland. Okay. So next, now we should know something about when we are learning a poem. Not only the poem we should know, we have to know the background of this poem and who has written this and the era which this has been written. Those things we should know. So now we are going to study or know about the background of this poem. So the poet is Heinrich Heine and he was born in Düsseldorf in Germany. he was known as Henry until he converted to plus study when he was in his it's not clear there. His okay, right. And his father was a successful textile merchant, and his father wanted him to do the same business, but he was not interested in that, and he wanted to learn study Jura. Jura means law, and then after studying that, he was interested in writing poems, and then he started started writing a travel memories called Riser Bureau, Riser Builder. So he was one of the most influential poet in Germany, and he was a poet in the 19th century. And you have to remember, this is from the 19th Jahrhundert. Dieser Epoche ist 19. Jahrhundert und das ist eine von der romantische Epoche. They will be asking you about the epoch, the era. So you have to say, you can write this thing from the 19th century. Okay, so next we will now go to the text of this beautiful poem. Now, when we are doing a literature poem, normally first we have to read it very carefully, and we can listen it also from the internet. You can listen to this poem from the internet. So we have to first read, and we have to get a picture. We have to get the picture of this about this poem, and the second thing we should do is to highlight the Stichwörter, the main keywords. Before trying to understand the whole poem, we should first try to know or to recognize the keywords. So first we will read this. I will read this to you, and then I will tell you the keywords also. Ich weiß nicht, was soll es bedeuten, dass ich so traurig bin. Ein Märchen aus alten Zeiten, das kommt mir nicht aus dem Sinn. Die Luft ist gut, es dunkelt, und ruhig fließt der Rhein. Der Gipfel des Berges funkelt im Abendsonnenschein. Die schönste Jungfrau sitzt dort oben wunderbar, ihr goldenes Geschmeide blitzt. Sie kämmt ihr goldenes Haar. Sie kämmt es mit goldenem Haar und singt ein Lied dabei. Das hat eine wundersame, gewaltige Melodie. Den Schiffer im kleinen Schiffe ergreift es mit wildem Brett. Schaut nicht die Weltfelsenriffe, schaut nur hinauf in den Höhe. Ich glaube, die Wellen verschlingen am Ende Schiffe und Kahn. Und das hat mit ihren Singen die Loreley getan. Okay, so that is the poem. I hope you like it. It's a very beautiful poem. Now we will see what are the keywords of this poem. Bedeuten. So first, children, when you are studying this, you have to take a piece of paper, or you should have your literature book. You have to have the literature book and paste the picture of Loreley. You can get it from the internet. You can type this and get the picture of Loreley. First, you can write Loreley and then the picture, and then the text, the poem, and then we have to take out the difficult words or the keywords. That is how we should learn the poem first, not translating the whole thing directly, but first we have to take out the difficult words. So we will do that now. So bedeuten, you can take separately bedeuten. traurig, bedeuten, traurig, Märchen, alten Zeiten, Sinn, die Luft, cool, dunkel, ruhig, Gipfel, funkelt, Abendsonnenschein, Jungfrau, Geschmeide, blitzt, kämmt, goldenem Kabel, ein Lied, gewaltige Melodie, ergreift, Weidenberg, schaut, die Felsenriffe, die Höhe, die Wellen verschlingen, Ende Schiffe, Kahn, getan. Okay, so these are the keywords. Schutzwörter, we call it in German. Now we should know the meaning of these words. Immersion is a fairy tale. So, when we are talking about German literature, I would like to explain something about this Märchen. Now, for your syllabus, this new syllabus, you don't have Märchen. Märchen means fairy tales. But up to 2018, the students they had to study Märchen for literature because the most of the fairy tales, famous fairy tales, are originally from German. Zum Beispiel, as an example, Cinderella, Snow White, Hansel and Gretel, those Roadcaption, Red Riding Hood, those beautiful and world famous fairy tales are originally from German. There are two special people, two special men that they always remember when they talk about the fairy tales, because these fairy tales, these stories were just folk stories in Germany among the people, generation to generation. There were these brothers, Grimm brothers. They are world famous, and they started researching about these stories and collecting these stories, and they rearranged the stories nicely, and they wrote these stories. That is how these Märchen, the beautiful fairy tales, were gone all around the world to different languages. First, the Grimm brothers, they started collecting these stories, and then they wrote the stories nicely. Examples are Cinderella, Snow White, Red Riding Hood, Sleeping Beauty. All these stories are originally from German. Right. So Märchen is fairy tale. Now in this file, this word Märchen is there. Then Sinn. Sinn means mind. To come into mind, to remember. That is what it means here in this file. Sinn, come means it came to my mind. I remember it. The Luft is air. The Gipfel is the peak of the mountain. Funkel means shining. Abendsonnenschein is evening sunshine. Geschmeide means looks. Kämmt means to combing the hair. Käme is the comb. Gewaltige means very powerful. Der Schiffer is the sailor. And the Schiffer is the boat. And Greif means hears. Berg means pain. Schauen is to look at. The Felsenriffe is the cliff of a mountain. Glaube means thin. Die Wellen is the waves. Verschlingen means to swallow. And Kahn is the boat, another word for ship. Okay, right. Now we will again see the text and see what the meaning of this beautiful fire means. Right, I am going to explain the meaning now. Ich weiß nicht, was soll es bedeuten? Ich weiß nicht, I don't know. Was soll es bedeuten? What does it mean? What should it mean? Does ich so traurig mean? Why I am so sad? I have this feeling, I have a sad feeling, but I can't explain why I am feeling so sad. Ein Märchen aus alten Zeiten? Perhaps, vielleicht ein Märchen. Maybe it's a fairy tale sad fairy tale from the old ages, ancient times. Das kommt mir nicht aus dem Sinn. A beautiful Märchen, fairy tale. Maybe it is because of a beautiful fairy tale, but I can't remember it properly. It doesn't come to my mind what the fairy tale is, what it is. Die Luft ist cool und es dunkel. Now it's explaining the surrounding. Die Luft, the air, is cool and it is dunkel, it's getting dark. Und ruhig fließt der Rhein. Calm and quietly, peacefully, the river Rhine flows. Der Gipfel des Berges funkelt. The peak of the mountain is shining. Im Abendsonnenschein. Why is it shining? It's the twilight. The sun is going down and it is the evening, and because of that, the peak of the mountain is shining. Now, who is there? We'll see. Wie schönste Jungfrau sitzt sitting there on this peak, on this Gipfel. A beautiful young girl, maiden, is sitting there. Dort oben wunderbar. Dort oben means there. Oben is up. Wunderbar, wonderful. Yeah, sitting a beautiful girl, wonderfully. Ihr goldenes Geschmeideblitz. She's wearing a beautiful golden jewelry, and it is shining. It shines. Goldenes Geschmeide is golden jewelry. It shines. Sie kämmt ihr goldenes Haar. What is she doing? Was macht die Jungfrau? Sie kämmt ihr goldenes Haar. She is combing her golden hair. Sie kämmt es mit goldenem Kamm. She is combing it with a golden comb. So we can assume that maybe she is a princess or a goddess, something like that, because she is wearing beautiful golden jewelry and she is combing her hair with a golden comb. And then what else is she doing? She singt ein Lied dabei. Sie singt ein Lied dabei. She's singing a beautiful song. A waltzige melody. She's singing a very powerful melody. Den schifferlichen kleinen Schiffmann. Now, it's about the girl and now about this sailor. The sailor in a small boat, a dry fish with wildem Meer. Now he is engulfed with her singing. Schaut nicht die Felsenriffe. She looks not the waves. He can't see the waves. He is not looking at the waves. He looks up. Schaut nur hinauf in die Höhe. He only looks up at the girl. This scene of the girl. Ich glaube, die Wellen verschwinden. I think the waves swallowed. The waves swallowed the the sailor and the boat. Am Ende Schiffe und Kahn. That is the end of the boat and the sailor. Und das hat mit ihrem Sinne die Loreley getan. So, getan is, to means to do. The participle perfect of tun is getan. That is what the Loreley did with her singing. That is the end of the Schiffe, der Schiffe. Das ist am Ende des Schiffes. Okay, so that is the poem. I hope you understood it. Okay, so currency das Gedicht im Internet. Sie sollen diese Gedicht im Internet noch einmal gut hören. Und dann, es gibt Fragen, there are questions. First you have to listen to this poem again in the internet, and then there are questions. Now we have to do the questions. Warum beschreibt das Gedicht? Was glauben Sie? Teilen Sie die Stichwörter. Du sollst dieses Gedicht im Internet hören und dann noch einmal gut lesen und dann diese Stichwörter nehmen, rausnehmen und schreiben in ein Buch, ein Heft, schreiben. So, when you are writing these words, we have to separate these words to nouns, nomen, verben, verbs, and adjectives. And you have to be very careful when you are taking out the verbs because it is in different forms. Maybe it's in participle perfect or conjugated. So you have to identify that it is a verb and then you have to turn it to the infinitive form. Zum Beispiel, as an example, get on. When you say get on, you might not understand what it is. So it is the participle perfect of the verb to. So you can't write get on. You have to write the verb to there. Like that, you have to take the proper form of the verb. Identify the proper form of the verb. I will just help you a little bit with the nomen. So the nomens you can say take die Loreley, das Märchen, die Luft, der Rhein, der Gipfel, der Schiff, den Schiffer, die Felsenriffe, die Wellen, das Kahn. Those are the nouns. Verben we can say separately. The verbs are bedeuten, fließen, funkeln, blitzen, kämen, ergreifen, schauen, verschlingen. So these are the verbs. So you can separate those verbs and then find the meaning from a dictionary. And then adjectives. Adjectives sind auch sehr wichtig. Von Adjectives können wir über diese Gedicht denken. Was bedeuten? Das ist sehr wichtig, diese Adjektiven. Adjectives are also very important. We can the feeling of this poem we get from the adjective. Dunkel, dark, cool. Those words gives us the feeling. So it's very important to know the adjectives. Those are schauisch, cool, wundersam. Those are the adjectives. And then, so we have to get those words separated from the poem. And then that is how we will solve this exercise. First we listen to the poem in the internet and then we read it carefully and then we take these words out, the nouns, the verbs and the adjectives. Right. What next? Right. Now, children, now when you are getting a poem for your exam, for the part, second part B, you get this literature part. Definitely you are getting a poem. When you get this poem, you have to identify maybe a picture of the poem. Now I showed to you the picture of Loreley. So when you see the picture, you should identify the name of the poem and the era of the poem and who has written the poet. All these background questions you should know. We divide these questions into two parts. Allgemeine Frage und Inhaltsfrage. Allgemeine Frage means that the questions about the poem, how many verses are there in the poem, stanzas are there in the poem, and then who has written, in which era or which year, which year, century, and then what is the thema, topic of the poem. The thema in Loreley is Liebe. The thema of this poem is love, Liebe. So like that we should know all these things first, and then we get Inhaltsfrage. Inhaltsfrage means by reading the poem, you have to answer the questions. Normally for the exam you get only one sentence. So you have to recognize or remember by heart the other parts to answer this Inhaltsfrage. Right. First we'll see what are the Inhaltsfrage. Wait. Okay. Allgemeine Frage. What are the allgemeine Frage? Wir können haben. Wir sollen schreiben. Hier gibt es allgemeine Frage. Beantworten Sie die Fragen in ganzen Sätzen. Remember children, when you are answering these questions, you have to write the answer very grammatically and in a complete sentence. If you are using because, then you have to use a while set a verb amended. Those things you have to remember. If you get a warum Frage, you have to answer it with while. Or if you get a one Frage, then with when. And when you answer, it has to be grammatical and it has to be in the answer should be complete answer, not a short answer. It has to be complete answer. The answer set means complete answer you have to write, otherwise you are not getting the marks or all marks. Right, we'll see what are the questions that we can ask from this poem. Where is the Dichter des Gedichts? Who is the poet? Der Dichter heißt Heinrich Heine. Wie heißt das Gedicht? What is the name of the poet? Das Gedicht heißt Loreley. Was für ein Gedicht ist das? What type of poem is this? So wir können sagen, diese Gedicht ist ein Liebesgedicht. Wie viele Strophen hat das Gedicht? How many stanzas are there in this Gedicht? You have to count and then remember it by heart and remember the answer. Wie viele Zeilen hat das Gedicht? How many lines you get in this poem? In welche Epoche wurde das Gedicht geschrieben? In which era is this poem written? You can write romantic Epoche or 19th Jahrhundert. Both you can write. 19th century you can write as the answer for this. Und dann Inhaltsfrage. Then you get the Inhaltsfrage. That means by reading the poem you can answer these questions. Wer spricht im Gedicht? Who is telling the story? The Dichter, the poet, is telling explaining the story. Was ist das Thema des Gedichts? Das Thema ist Liebe. Beschreibt das Gedicht eine Jahreszeit, ein Ort oder ein Erlebnis. Is this poem explains about a season or a place or an experience? So, das Antwort ist ein Erlebnis, is an experience. Welche Wörter beschreiben die Umgebung? Which words explains or tells the surroundings? So we can use cool, Abendsonnenschein, Gipfel, der Rhein. Those are the words which shows the Umgebung. Wo sitzt die Jungfrau? Wo sitzt? Die Jungfrau sitzt auf dem Gipfel. Wer sitzt neben? And she sits on the peak of the mountain. Wie heißt sie? Sie heißt Loreley. Was ist mit dort oben gemeint? What does it mean by dort oben? Up there. Up there. The sailor is looking up there. So what does it mean? Dort oben. Dort oben heißt Gipfel. Wir können sagen Gipfel. Warum schaut der Schiffer in die Höhe? Why? The sailor is looking up. So it is a warum question. You have to answer it why. The Schiffer schaut in die Höhe, weil Loreley sehen wollen. Was macht sie da? What is she doing there? Sie singt eine gewaltige Melodie. Was sieht nicht? He can't see. Die Felsen. Kann nicht die Felsen sehen. He can't see the Felsen. Was passiert am Ende? Am Ende verschlingen die Wellen der Schiffe und den Kahn. That is the end of the sailor and the boat. The waves swallow the sailor and the boat. So that is the end of them. That means is tot. Das ist ein sehr trauriges Ende. Dies ist nicht eine lustige Gedicht, sondern ein sehr trauriges Gedicht. Okay. So that is about the Loreley poem. You have to go through this poem noch einmal. Noch einmal lesen Sie das Gedicht und dann schreiben Sie die Antworten für dieses Gedicht in dein Heft. Und dann, okay, so sehen wir uns noch einmal am nächsten Montag. Vielen Dank und auf Wiedersehen.